Hello, welcome to Nezo's Bad Shop. I'm your host Nezo. It's been a while. However, I have here another very cool upgrade chassis for the masses. It is a Bingo RC Designs Wasp all wheelbase edition chassis. Now this one is for the MST RMX platform, the 2.0, 2.5, and even the M, the RMX M, the mini thing. Because the biggest things, which I'm going to show you here in the middle, all wheelbase, adjustable wheelbase version to fit all, I guess you could say. Here in the center, you can see all the different measurements and little notches for adjustment of the chassis length. So very cool. We have here from 225 all the way up to 274 millimeter wheelbase, which is awesome because that'll fit a wide range of things. And it's not just the bottom side that's adjustable. Obviously, there's the top side pieces here as well. We're going to unbox this, unbag, unbox, whatever, same thing. Check this out. But yeah, this will do a wide range, and this is very cool because you can take your MST RMX chassis. There's a few over here I'm going to talk about in a moment. There's also a version available for the RDX and YD2, which we'll talk about in another video. But this will take it from what is essentially like Tamiya M car chassis, 225 millimeter, or what MST did with the RMX at a point later in the life of the RMX platform, the M, the Mini. It's a Mini 110 basically, to fit bodies like the Volkswagen Beetle and the Mazda MX-5 and things like that. Because those bodies don't look proper on a 1/10 scale chassis. They just don't look right. So yes, so the widest range here. So we can go from Tamiya 225 M car, which is like the Tamiya, what we call there's the short, medium, and long. So this is essentially Tamiya M car medium. And we can go up to 239, which is the Tamiya long wheelbase, as well as you can do that. So that's two wheelbases from that, and that means Tamiya M car bodies, which I'm super excited about. So I'm going to try that at some point. We'll see what goes on with that. That's a later thing. But there's multiple range here that'll fit lots of different bodies. There's some drift bodies that are even as short as 245. I believe I was talking about it with one of my buddies here at the Strictly Sideways Club. That's where we're at today. As per tradition, my home from another home, and yeah, there's lots of different wheelbase adjustments here. But 245, yeah, there was a what was it? I think it's the Addiction AE86. One of the versions, or one version of that thing is super short. So it's something around that range. 257 is the typical range for most of these guys, and 274 is for much longer things, much like this body right here. This is from a what's this from? This is from one of the Phaser kits, I think, but it's a 1990 Chevy Chevelle SS 454 LS6. Lots of hell yeah, brother, lots of good stuff there. But this is essentially 274 millimeters, so long wheelbase. And if I put the bag in here, you can see there from the front. So the front of the car would be roughly about there, the rear roughly about somewhere around there, something like that. But it will fit it. That's the crucial thing. The magnets will overhang on this. But anyways, yeah, that's the idea. So Mr. Bingo, Rudy, shout out to him. He sent along this body for testing and review for the all wheelbase. I keep calling them all wheelbase. It's essentially true, all wheelbase. It'll fit all the wheelbase range, or most of it. Adjustable wheelbase, excuse me. This body will be used for testing of this one, the MST version, and the RDX/YD2 version. And along with that, Mr. Bingo, he sent along these 3D print magnet mounts that were specifically mounted up for this body. There's the body version of it that he's already pre-mounted for me to make my testing life just a little bit easier, so I can bolt this straight up to the chassis and go, and just drop the body on and do some testing. That was the whole idea by that. But yeah, so I can also show you, just before we take it out of the bag, this here is a Bingo Wasp RMX edition chassis plate. This is featured in another video on the channel, which is also on the Adrenaline RC product page if you want to see it there as well, checking out the product itself. So you can see the difference. And the front end is pretty much identical, right? but in the middle is where it changes, and then that's where we get the adjustability and the rails there for where the screws go on. And then the top side, if we look at the top side, there's the solid rail, and this is the secondary part to it, but this is the main sort of chassis upper deck rail area. That would be swapped out with these adjustable rails in here, which also have notches and the numbers etched in them, which we're going to take a look at. And so just that was to give you a good visual on that. And this is still a box stock RMX 2.5 with the Bingo Wasp RMX attached to it, which is very nice. So I'm going to unbox this, and away we go. I don't want to wreck the product head, because it looks so nice. So I'm going to try not to wreck it. Got a couple visitors here early at the track, but that's okay. Lots going on at the Strictly Sideways Club, usually, generally, always. And yeah, I really enjoyed the chassis plate on this car, both with the regular out-of-box electronics and the Boosty Boy stuff that I did put on it for the video. So I have high hopes for this as well, which is going to be pretty awesome. So there's the chassis plate. It looks very nice, feels very nice. Bingo Wasp RMX adjustable wheelbase version 1.0. Look at all the extra engraving. So you definitely can't mix this up. Bingo Wasp RMX, right? Bingo Wasp RMX all wheelbase edition. That's what I'm going to nickname it. Version 1.0. I like the little etching of the V1.0 there. That's very cool. I like that. That's very nice. So I want to see kind of more of some of that too. Like if that said like version 1.2, 1.35, or Bad Shop version 1.0 or whatever, stuff like that. I really like that. Anyway, so that's that. There's the middle chassis plate now. This is the bottom side of the chassis. So in comparison, when we get level here, yeah, there's going to be a little underhang, but we generally rock quite a lot of ground clearance. So I mean, like, I don't think it's really going to be an issue unless you like to do curb surfing or 50-50 board side front shuffling, whatever, all that kind of skateboardy stuff on the curbs, which, okay, I admit it, I kind of like it, but not really. Unless we're doing drift jumping or some other stuff, but honestly, I don't see that being a massive issue. Should be all right. And yes, it looks like there's ways to there's going to be ways to brace or stiffen the chassis so that the sliders won't come out of adjustment. That was a concern of a friend of mine. Shout out to Sebi. He was concerned that under a couple maybe bumps or hard hits that the chassis may shift. May shift its wheelbase once it's built, but it's both upper side and lower side that's bolted together, so shouldn't be a problem. But we're going to test that sort of as well with some good driving and tandeming and stuff, and see what happens there. Boss man out on track testing his car. That's what you're hearing in the background there. But other than that, not too much else to say about this until we get testing, but I do have high hopes, and it should work pretty good because it has a very similar design to the standard non-adjustable chassis. And so if we open this up here, these bags we don't really have to open, but you can see the slider and aluminum post pieces there. The back brace pieces, which are exactly identical to those pieces there. So that's normal. And these poles and spacers here go here and here, just for FYI. So that's that. And then here's the upper side adjustable pieces. And there's the notches, and there's a good notch in there. So the notches should help. There's no notches on the other side of the pieces. But I was curious about that, whether the notches would actually lock in. But I think when you bolt it together, it should stay together. And these are threaded aluminum bits attached to, or stamped into the carbon there. So just use some Loctite to hold it all together, and we should be good. I think we'll be fine. I haven't heard any issues being reported or seen anyone that has one of these saying that there's any issues, so should be good, but we're definitely going to test that. But otherwise, I'm pretty excited to test it because we get to run different size bodies, such as this beautiful Chevelle SS that'll get to do many hell yeah brother moments with its says LS6 inside of it with cowl induction. But yeah, this is the adjustable chassis, adjustable wheelbase edition RMX chassis from Bingo, and the Bingo stuff's been going pretty well. Everything I've tested so far has worked quite well, so much so that on my my RDX, I'm going to leave it on there, and I think I'm going to end up making that my main car. But in terms of people who've gotten the MSTs and want a simple but very effective upgrade, the Bingo chassis have been very good in that respect, and so much so that they keep hard to keep them in stock. People are really liking them, so we will test this and we will go from there. But I already have high hopes, and I'm pretty excited to get it going and get it bolted up. And oh, the other thing I was going to say in this video, the unboxing, is the donor car for this one is going to be this chassis, which is the one behind this car that has the Bingo Wasp chassis. This is a MST RMX 2.5 RS. It's a car they only brought out for about 6 months and discontinued it. Reasons, no idea, but they did. However, this was turned into a Shark RMX, but I've changed my mind, and that project is not going to go any further. So now this car became a donor again, or not a donor, it became a whole car, and now I'm going to swap off the RMX 2.5 RS chassis and swap that. Oh, someone's battery is charged. Swap that off and the upper deck off, and we're going to put this on it, and we're going to run that Chevelle body, and it's going to look pretty awesome, I think. And go from there, because this car has a bunch of carbon, as you see, aluminum shocks and active rear tow, and the factory geometry is quite good, so it should run quite well. High motor as well, and yeah, so a very, very good test platform, and the body post will get swapped off so we can run the body. And yeah, so that's that, and yes, very excited to test this, and it should go well, and so far all I've heard is good things. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. I got to get on the comments sooner because it's been a little bit, I think about a week or so. But yes, like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching. If you've got one of these adjustable wheelbase edition chassis, drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know what body you're running and what wheelbases you've tried so far. We're going to try the 274 right away for this body, provided by Mr. Bingo. But I do want to try 225 and 239, the Tamiya M-Car stuff, because I have M-Car bodies that'll, should drop into this kind of thing. The other thing that won't really fit right away is the length of the arms. But the bodies should fit as long as I can get the right width. Whatever, at least we can do it. So we'll go from there, and yes, talk to you soon. Bye now.